Hillview Manor, formerly known as the Lawrence County Poor Farm, opened its doors in October of 1926.
Within about 15-20 minutes of sitting there, you'll start to hear what sounds like shuffling, knocking, tapping.
Mr. Jimmy Snaps and his friends. Home to the disabled and those who could no longer take care of themselves. Some left, but some are still here. Hillview Manor, formerly known as the Lawrence County Poor Farm, opened its doors in October of 1926. Home to the disabled and those who could no longer take care of themselves. In the 1970s, it was renamed Hillview Manor. Several wings were added to the building. There have been over 10,000 deaths at this place. People that came here and people that may remain. Some left, but some are still here.
My name is Rochelle Razzo, and I am the manager at Hillview Manor. It started off as a poor farm. The building started construction in 1925, and they opened their doors in October of 1926 when it became the Lawrence County Home for the Poor. That housed people that some were out of prison, so it was like a halfway house. There were mentally ill people here. We had families with children, people with tuberculosis. So we had a mix of what a lot of different haunted locations have.
So what we're going to be doing now, guys, is we're going to be using the Echo Box. So what we do is we like to use this device because it helps us and it has a database of human phonetics on it. So when we use this database of human phonetics on it, they can actually form these words and put these phonetics together and answer our questions intelligently.
You know my name. Is this Mary? Did you say yes?
Yeah, did you hear a beep?
I heard a beep. Was that like a hospital sound?
Yeah, that was like a heart monitor.
You know my name. You know my name.
Like a heart monitor. What do you call those things?
Well, I think they do hear stuff like that here.
Yeah, they do. That's one of the accounts that she told us about. Oh yeah, I just saw that thing down at the end of the wall.
On the right side?
On the right hand side.
It's almost like an arm going.
Yeah, and like part of a torso.
And then it goes back.
And it moves really quick. That was a big knock right behind you. That was on that glass right there. Were you right here? Just put down there, like going back and forth. You see something else.
I'm going to set the 50 there.
Yeah. Put it down.
The third floor was the men's ward. This place was home to any male residents, most often those who had just been released from prison. One of the most infamous residents was not an ex-con, but Jimmy Snaps. Jimmy Snaps was a lovable and playful autistic man whose mother couldn't take care of him. Jimmy was also a notorious streaker. The staff would often catch him heading towards the elevator and take him back to his room.
We're here on the third floor of Hillview Manor, where the slightly more combative male patients were kept. Over here, right there in that picture, is Mr. Jimmy Snaps. And what was his friend's name, Steph?
This is Jules, and this is Jimmy Snaps.
The reason they called him Jimmy Snaps is because he used to walk around with a Polaroid camera and say, "I'll take your picture for a cigarette." But the thing is, he never had any film in his Polaroid camera. And that's why they called him Jimmy Snaps. These people were still people. These were human beings. They had emotions, they had pain, they had sadness, they had all of these things. And me and Stephanie, what we're going to do now is we're going to try to communicate. We're going to try to make contact with these two individuals and anybody else that comes along here at the nurses station of the third floor. Just because we're getting so much luck with the EchoVox app here in Hillview Manor, I turned it off, just to let you know.
You turned it off?
I turned it off.
That's a toy in a room that's down the hall? and it's got a motion sensor on it, and it keeps actually going off. Did you like actually push the
I
off?
had to turn on my flashlight to see where the off was, because there's like 3 settings, you know?
Yeah.
And I turned it all the way down to off.
What the f is that?
Oh, it's the motion sensor thing that has like close.
I'm gonna take the batteries out of that.
Yeah, that's what they found earlier.
So let's go ahead and
Kinda crazy.
what I'm gonna do is not pay attention to that right now. I wanna see if we can actually get good responses. There might just be a short in the wiring or something.
I wonder if maybe they're making that go off.
It's very possible.
Jokesters.
Yeah, they were both
They were
jokesters.
jokesters.
Mr. Jimmy Snaps and his friend. They were jokesters.
We are down here in the basement of Hillview Manor. Everything you see around you down here in this basement belonged to somebody who died here. Every single one of those mattresses somebody died on.
You have all of these spirits, and you were telling me about that earlier, is, you know, that these spirits can attach themselves to these objects and then
Yeah, they
manifest
can.
themselves periodically.
It was originally supposed to be used for occupational and speech therapy, but because of funding, that never happened. And instead, it became a catch-all for people's belongings. But we've recently heard that they kept people down there that weren't able to move, like frozen in their position, but very well aware of what was going on around them. I don't know why they kept them down there. So that's kind of sad.
We're here to talk to you tonight. Can you come forward?
So what I'm going to be doing is checking for any readings with this EMF meter. The EMF meter measures static energy in the air, so that when people say that they feel like the hair on the back of their neck is standing up, that's what an EMF is, or an electromagnetic field.
Can you tell us why you stay here? Do you choose to stay here? How many spirits are here right now? Can you tell me how many?
Whoa.
Give me a number.
If you could please bang or slam a door or do something down here while we have this device on, we would greatly appreciate it. That would just be a sign to us that you really are here. Oh, we got the Mel meter going off, guys.
Oh my gosh.
That's really strong.
Oh my gosh.
You'd like to come forward and maybe tell us what here belongs to you. That's good. Keep doing that while
Keep
we're
touching
listening.
it.
Me and Stephanie are very intrigued, and we'd like to know. Could you please step forward and talk to the little red light in my hand? Are you mad about the way that you were treated here?
We have no proof that his name's Jeffrey, to be honest with you. We don't even know for sure that was his room. We kind of dubbed it Jeffrey's room because we do know of 2 little boys that were brought in when it was the poor farm, a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old. And we know that the 12-year-old was adopted, but no record of what happened to the 9-year-old. And then what someone told me recently about kids being pretty much experimented on with the shots and different vaccinations and stuff, that's kind of scary. So that might have been what happened to him. We're not sure.
We're here in Jeffrey's room. Jeffrey was a little boy who lived here at the poor farm. We believe that he was probably about 9 years old. He had a brother who was 12. He likes to play with a lot of the toys on the floor, a lot of the toys that light up, gadgets that light up.
And it makes
Oh,
some
that was
noise
cool.
too.
Can you light that one up, Jeffrey?
That one's really easy.
I'll move over here if you're afraid, okay?
Yeah, we'll back off.
We'll back off and let you play with the equipment.
Give him some space. Oh, look, hit on the K2. Look. Look.
I know, I see. Awesome.
Oh man, that's good.
Is that you, Jeffrey? Are you doing that?
Try to make it go to the red light all the way up, Jeffrey, if you can. It just got colder and it goes this like a lot heavier than before.
It's so kind of flesh. Like, feeling that like heat through my body.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, this usually happens.
Like a wave?
Like,
Yeah.
heat. I'm not cold at all. Jeffrey, we're going to turn on another device. See if you can figure out how to use it and talk to us, okay? Jeffrey, are you here? Can you say hello?
Whoa, there's a
K2?
K2 going on. It's just said Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, did you have a brother?
That's him. That's his voice. That voice doesn't even come through.
I've got goosebumps. I mean, it's so cold right here.
Father. You already said don't leave or Jeffrey again.
Mary Virginia spent her entire life at poor farms. We don't know what mental illness she suffered from, but she maintained a childlike personality her entire life. She loved to collect jewelry and was never seen without one of her dolls. She didn't die at Hillview, but it was one of her favorite places to live, and it's thought that she returned here because of that.
Room in Hillview Manor, and she suffered from cerebral palsy. It was very unfortunate. The doctors and the nurses said that she was very childlike. As you can see over there, she has all her dolls and investigators that have brought it over time. What we're going to be doing here is we have the Connect system set up with a very, very large laser grid pointed at her bed. I also have the Melram EMF detector with the proximity sensor on the bed, close to the dolls over there. And we're going to be doing an echo box session to see what we can see if we can get the grumpy roommate's name. Hi there, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
We've come to visit you and talk to you. I have this box in my hand right here as a speaker, and you can talk through it if you try, alright? So I'm going to turn it on, and we'd like to talk to you and be your friend. Here we go. Hey, Mary, I'm really cold, and I want a friend. Do you think you can sit next to me right here on the bed and give me a hug? Just stand here by the bed by me, please. It lights up and makes noises.
Touch.
Yes.
Could you touch it for us, please?
Oh, it's going up.
Is it?
It went 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.7, 0.8, 1.0, 1.2. Oh my God, I'm feeling electrical, like a static feeling on my. Still going up, 1.9.
Yeah, it's going up slowly.
Wow. 2.1.
Wow. Thank you, Mary.
You're doing good, Mary.
Keep making it go up, okay?
See, when you touch it, look what happens. The lights go up. And as soon as I touch it, it went down.
Did it?
Now it's back to 2.0, 1.8.
Hey.
It is estimated that there have been over 10,000 deaths in the history of this building. The people may have left, but their spirits still remain.